You know what today is, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know what today is? Today is the day, here at Gob's Lizards, that we ignore the Triceratops to the right being a derp master. But today what we're doing is something magnificent. We have gone back to the old park, and we're here, and we've redesigning it finally. We get to do this. We finally get to get in here, get down, do the dirty, get the work done. That is, do the dirty work. That's what I'm referring to. Because we've started technically, because technically this is the old park. For some reason, old park starts at that little wall. New park is that big wall. that little wall is a dividing section between new park and old park. So what do we get to do? Why is it so damn hard to get a temperature right in this room? Today what we're doing is we have some things to run you through, including this new path. I'm going to thicken it up and make it a bit thicker and nicer, and using the new blocks, and it's going to be more official and legitimate. Now, let me just say, writing off the bat, like I'm going to do this bit on camera, you'll see, and then I get to here, and it's a bit confusing, and then we get down there, and it's like, oh god, hell on a bike. What's going on? What is going on is I've looked at the park and what we can do to do things nice and proper. Ah, you need a steak? No, you're pretty good. Because if we look at if we were to fly up, really high up, I do it on occasion. I've done it a couple times, just in creative. Only to fly up, don't freak out. Just to get an overview of the park, just to see where, because to get that proper bird's eye view of, okay, could this possibly be confusing in any way or shape or form? Maybe. And I've really struggled. This part of the park's been fairly okay. It looks beautiful as well. It does look beautiful. But this part of the park over here has always been a struggle and trouble. There's two clouds. That's a bit strange. And what is it? What is the problem? If we were to come on up, let me eat a steak because I'm hungry. And is it just me or is everything really loud? I feel like everything's really loud. If we were to come right on up, look, we've only come up like maybe 20 blocks now. But I'll go up a little bit higher just to show you what's wrong. So you see in front of me on the ground through the elasmotherium enclosure how we've got that cobblestone. That cobblestone is there for the purpose. I've never seen the Triceratops from above. Sorry, I zoned out. Just look at that. That's nice. You can't quite. When I bring it in screen in closer, the field of view pans it in a bit better. Oh god, we're in cloud height. That's nice too over there actually. See, it's really nice to get up here for a bird's eye view. You get to see some pretty cool things. Let me turn off the clouds because they aren't quite they're being annoying and they aren't needed right now. Oh my goodness, doesn't this look beautiful? Good. If that was replaced with proper blocks, this would look really nice. What the problem we have is the Titanus exhibit, the X-Titanus exhibit. We're not using that as our Titanus exhibit anymore for two reasons. One, because we've already, when we updated the mod pack, we lost all the JurassiCraft species, and we just never repopulated these guys because we never come over here. Because it's too, if you look at the path, right, you come down, follow the path down, it's a twisty path, come up through there, it's another twisty path through there, and it's twisty again, no it's not twisty, it's down here. Twisty, and then all that hell roundabout coming through, twisty, another bend, and then you're in this roundabout, and then you're all of this crazy stuff here. And you look at all this, and you can kind of understand flow. It'll be better, flow will be better when I work out what I'm doing with this section up here to connect it down to here, so that way all of everything we've done will connect very nicely. Same as this here, I need to put a building, but also there's that path that currently doesn't lead anywhere. It may lead through this mountain to the new section, or to even stuff in the mountain. I don't know yet. So the problem is how windy it is to even get from here to get down, and then you get down here, you get confused here, you go up, and then you come down here, and it's a dead end. You're coming to a dead end here, and it's so problematic over there. For one exhibit, it's so confusing. It's not even such a high topic item on your list of things to see. So what am I doing? I haven't even put any species in there. I could put the Titanus back in there, but I've decided no. I've looked at other people with their dinosaur worlds where they've had their Titanus, and there was one that particularly stood out to me was that they had a roundabout. It was a big roundabout, even bigger than that. And in the middle of their roundabout was a Titanus enclosure. So as you walked around, they chased you, and you could actually see them, which was amazing, because when they're over here, you cannot ever see them, and I think they have one of the best running animations in this entire mod, from what I've seen at least. So I'm not putting Titanus there, so that I can have them shown somewhere else. But it means something else would need to go on that exhibit. But look at that exhibit. It would need to be rebuilt for any other species besides a giant bird. It seriously would. You could maybe slap dodos in there. But you could maybe slap a Gallimimus in there, but I wouldn't. I really honestly wouldn't. It would just be too nasty, too ugly, and because it's so windy to get to, you're not going to want to, it's going to be too much of a hassle to get it. You're going to put a bigger ticket item in a bigger area. So what are we doing? We're cutting this exhibit. The path that runs down here, and you can see that we've put cobblestone down from ages ago for where that new path is going to lay. And you can see that we've also got the cobblestone here from where the elevated path was going to lead. Just was going to branch off right there, run down over this into there to try and reduce that problem. It's still a problem. It's still a problem. So what we're doing is we're going to cut the path maybe about there so that you can still walk around this little officer enclosure, get out, and then you can come out onto the, we're going to have a viewing connector down through there as well. It's going to run where those torches are, next to around those trees. This is going to stay here for memorabilia, to remind us of what our roots were. We're not going to touch it. We might put our Titanus exhibit just to remind ourselves, but it won't be an exhibit for view. It'll be for us little privately. This over here will all become cut off, which means that this doesn't need to happen, which means that we just got to put a new decorative wall on the back of that exhibit. This whole section in here is going to be filling. We can move the potato farm over there, but we don't need it, but we can move it over there. This is all going to become a Lasmatherium exhibit. The path is going to run down here. It's going to be the thick path. It's going to connect up to that, which is going to connect around to there. We're also going to have a connector down through here, hopefully going to come in, feeding in maybe here. We also want this raptor exhibit. We need to do something with it because it's a bit confusing. We might tie it into the Hararasaur so that it comes down and flows in just because the path is in that mountain, same as all the redstone stuff. So that's what we're doing. We're cutting that exhibit, building the path. So this roundabout is going to be shifted. It's no longer going to be a roundabout. It's going to be a straight road, and this is going to be a side exhibit, and that's going to be a side exhibit. I'm going to make a cut now to get back down. I've just had my dinner. Apparently, I just got a text, and it's like, yo, dude, you can eat your meal now. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to make a cut. When I make my cut, I'll be down there doing things. I don't know why he's not sleeping. He's being strange. I'll be down there working on this path, and I may have even dug out and worked out what I'm going to do for this section down here. The roundabout, excuse me, is its own problem. So, I am going to be right back in just a jiffy for you guys. Woohoo, here we go, baby, here we go. Alright, let's get rid of these bones, because they're a bunch of full-on garbage that we don't need no more, and get straight into our road work, because, don't know about you guys, but I'm actually quite excited for what this is going to be. Look at this already. I just wanted to, it's probably too late now, but I just wanted to look at this and be like, you know what, this is going to look really fancy because we're going to have the sign right here and we're going to have the big old tree. The sign's going to need to move back in hindsight because look at this. This is a bit bloody ridiculous, ain't it? This is technically, with these being a proper block, we can't even use the sign anymore anyway because we're going to have the maps in there and they cause too much lag, so we'll just completely ignore that. But well, I mean, hopefully it should look fancy with the tree hanging over the edge of it. That's what I'd like to think. I'd like to think it would certainly look that way. But is there anything specific we can discuss? Any fun facts about blocks? Or any fun facts about stone? Okay. I believe to convert a cube into a sphere, I believe it requires you to remove, I think it's something like 46% of its mass. So you're almost halving I'm glad I got 2 stacks of these. You're almost halving the amount of content by turning it into a sphere, which you're still going to have a little bit on this side touching the original surface, a little bit on this side touching the original surface, on the other and on the other. You know, all 6 sides are going to have a little piece that were originally, or that do touch what the original surface was. So it's kind of strange to think that you lose half the mass, but you do. But you do. It's not exactly half the mass, obviously, as well. It's a figure that I believe it's something like 46.13%, and I'm really paranoid about crap spawning in this tree and jumping down. I don't know why it happens, it just does. Sorry, I do know why it happens. I wish it didn't happen, but it just does. That's what I should have said. Wish it didn't happen, but it just does. Alright, let's see how this road looks when it's supersized like a Big Mac. Bloody old Big Mac this thing is. Oh, we still got XP falling out of that tower. Come on, let me run up the stairs. Is that looking okay? Oh, it does look a bit generous. It does look a bit generous. It does look a bit generous. I'm wondering if maybe it should be 5 blocks. But if it's 5 blocks, what should the 5 blocks be? It would be not as generous. You see, the hard thing is, though, is that it needs to equal out. Like, we got this is 7 blocks wide here. This is 6. If this were 5, it wouldn't be as bad, but that's only 4. 6, I just feel like 6 is a nice... Because if this is 4 blocks wide, if we have this, you know, only come to here, how big's that path? That path is a reasonable size. But it could be more generous, because if you look at that, if you look at this, running around into that, it's only going to be about this thickness. Only going to be about this thickness, because you're just going to have this little bit around here removed as well. Okay. It's gonna, you know, I think it's gonna warrant. Let's give it a go. Hey, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's get old Gaza. Gaza, what am I going on about? I don't even know. I'm gonna eat something because I'm always goddamn hungry, man. I need like a forever stone in my stomach so I just don't have to eat anything. That would be cool. In this game, I mean, I quite like food in real life. I mean, you'd save a lot of money, unless it had health implications, which it probably would, because you've just swallowed a stone that's generating things into your stomach. Let's have... Oh, dearie blimey. Dearie blimey, dearie blimey, dearie blimey. Let's not have such a right angle on this. And let's... I mean, what's the worst that could happen, eh? What's the worst that could happen of us laying this down and then changing our mind, huh? I don't see any problems, because it's a proven fact that we will actually be required to change our mind. Right, let's just for the sake of only living once, fill this in, because we kind of have to. We don't have much of an option. Even though there's a chance we may reduce this down to 5, in which case do we bring this block over 1, or do we bring this block over 1? I personally think we should bring this block over 1. I think personally that's would be the best outcome. It would mean our sign predicament wouldn't be, well, it might be okay still, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But the tree is still going to be right on the brink. What am I even talking about? I'm not talking about anything particularly interesting, just the stuff that's right in front of me. And that's never the most interesting content, unless you're alt-camming. Alt-tabbing? Alt-tabbing's the word. Alt-camming. What am I even speaking? What kind of language is this that I run? Well, I don't run the English language, that'd be... What have I just... That's crap. That's crap's what that is. Give me that. Where's your box gone? Alright. And, let's run up now and have a look at this. Oh, that's a nice path. See, running down this path, running down this path, it's okay. This is a size that works. It's a working size. See, because we go into 5 around there, so, like, on that corner, we need to integrate into 6 or 5, no matter how many we're having. Once again, we get to here, we can go between 6 or 5. I think for this section, it's okay to be in 6 right now. I think this is fine on 6. We get to here, it's a bit dodge, bit of a dodge monkey. Bit of a dodge monkey, but it's okay. How's that corner piece going? How's that corner piece looking, mate? How's it going? It's alright. Well, we could do better, but we're going to leave it at that, because we don't want to have too many predicaments. Too many problemos. I don't even know how I do bends in this road, honestly. I think every road I've done so far has been almost entirely straight. Almost entirely straight. Nah, see, that doesn't look right. You got to get rid of the things in it. But then if we do that, it's going to look like a... What a monstrosity. That's an actual mess. That's filth. Filth. What that is, filth. Utter filth. And if we replace you, you're going to look really chunky. You're going to look like filth again, bro. You're just filth. And let's put you in here. Just have a gaze. But I reckon you're going to look like filth. Oh, you don't look too bad. You look pretty filthy still, mate. But you don't look as bad. Because if we have our path then branch out into here... Ooh, there's an idea. Hang on, there's a piece of dirt there missing. Piece of dirt there. He's missing a piece of dirt there. Hey? Hey? No, we're missing more bloody dirt. I don't want to be missing any dirt by the end of this project. We need to have our dirt preserved. I need to go sleep in a bed because it's turning night time. Am I speaking too fast? I think I'm speaking too fast. It's been a... Ooh. Okay, it's been a while. Why is that Triceratops not sleeping? You should be asleep. It's night time. Go to bed. It's past your bedtime. Go to bed. Don't you yawn at me. Yeah, you're tired. Of course you're going to yawn. You just pulled an all-nighter, bro, technically. You just pulled an all-nighter. I think this road is looking a bit fancy. Looking a bit fancy, let's be real. Don't even mention me voice that I've just completely chucked it on. Just completely chucked it on, mate. That's probably disturbed a few people. I'm very sorry. Look at that spider down there. Look at that spider. He's a spider. I probably sound like I'm losing the plot. I'm not. I'm just trying to be engaging, and I'm excited for what this project's going to do. I think... Look, if we just need to clear this out, I think. Bye, mate. Bye. Have a good one. And we've got these bloody pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns. Jack-o'-lanterns. I'll learn you a lesson, bro. I'll learn you a lesson. Look at these. I'm being complete cringe right now. I am aware. I'm aware. Everybody at home. Yeah, I'm being pretty cringe right now. Being pretty cringe right now. Although it may just be me, but every now and again there's a somewhat of a Hat Films impression coming out. And yeah, I say Hat Films, you're like, what an idiot. You know they're not just one person. I know they're not just one person. I mean like all of them. Every now and again it's a different one that comes out. I can't help but who shines. And pumpkin. Well, they're a jack-o'-lantern. They're a jack-o'-lantern, Phil. Understand what you're building. Understand, please. Ooh, let's see. Let's see. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not quite sure. That's the Avengers. I do that a lot. I bust into the Avengers theme. I can't help it. Look, I think that's honestly okay. Because you come in, look, let's see, you come in, you doop-de-doo-dah, you're a bloody bat flying around the world. Look at you go. Look at this bat. Oh my goodness. He's like a bat on fairy floss cotton candy. Look at him flap around his fairy floss wings. He's beautiful. There's a sheep over there too. And the sheep's just not giving a... Oh, that's my horse! I've been looking for that horse. Alright, the bat's just gone off screen. He's off to go enjoy his life. I'm not doing an Aussie Man Reviews kind of thing here. I'm trying not to. If we come down the footpath here, the magical road of adventure. Magical road of adventure! Yeah! I think this is perfectly okay, man. I don't think there's a problem with what we've done here today. What I'm going to do with this bit here, I'm going to leave this little ugly potato shape here. It's like a little, not a kidney. It's like a little liver. Oh, man. I'm going to have this path come in here. And this is now going to be a surround sound shelter. So I got to delete all of this, like tear it apart. Hi, don't look at me when I'm holding steak. They don't attract you. They should be fearful. Fear the steak. Oh, that's nice up there too. It's just kind of interesting to see everything that's going on. This will be a surround sound, so it'll probably surround sound. It'll be surround the exhibit. So it'll be reconstructed and going up and up and up. So the footpath is going to be going through here. But I think this is okay in 6. Part of me wants to go check it in 5, but the other part of me is like, I don't feel like it needs to be, so why should it be? I'll probably just want to move it back anyway. Which is making me inclined to go, this is satisfactory. We can go 5 and bring it back because you won't like it. So just leave it as it is, which I'm going to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I feel like as well, because these are the 3 in the middle, I feel like there needs to be some sort of pattern going on here. What's this, 19 minutes in? 19 minutes? Blimey. Blimey, this is going to be a 2-part video. 2-part video? Oh, bloody hell, we hate them 2-part videos. Stop with the trot impersonations. And that was Ross. Yeah, that was all. Don't judge, guys. Don't judge. Don't judge, guys. Guys, don't judge. No judging, guys. Don't judge. Alright, well, I think we better wrap that one up there for today, eh? I think that's the end of that exhibit. The end of that video. It wasn't even an exhibit we did today. It was just a road. You just made a road, mate. You just made a road. And you got a bit excited. You may have called it an exhibit. I did hear that. Alright, let's crank these out. And, I know this is converting it into cobblestone. It's not nice. Oh, I've got pins and needles in my fingers. Bloody oath. I've got to let go of the keyboard, guys, and do some stretching activities because my damn hands hurt. Damn hands hurt. I hope none of this is going to inflict in being negative, like, oh, he's a school captain now. He needs to maintain an image for the school he's captaining of. His side hobby must represent the school because he's no longer allowed an identity. Anything he says can be and will be used against him. It's like, guys, come on, give me a break, please. I just want to be a funny guy. Well, I think it's time for another steak and another episode to end, guys. Hope you all had a good one. Have a good day. Hope that was alright. Yeah, I got to talk a bit. A lot, actually. Did a lot of talking. I hope you guys are updated and enjoyable. Sorry, enjoyed. Have a good one. Bye-bye.